Hey, it's Fresh in the Flesh. Got the book review, the Doug Book Club, The World of Serendipity, Discovering Your Seventh Sense, Seventh Power. And Marcus Bach has tons of phenomenal books. This book, to be honest, came into my life quite serendipitously as I look back and think of it, because the guy by the name of Topher Morrison recommended me this book. And Topher is a public speaker, motivational speaker, key person of influence down in Tampa Bay. And what he does in public speaking, I found him through the book, The Secret sequel, The Compass. It was a video I watched on YouTube, The Compass. He was in there with Brian Tracy. And I called him. I was saying, wow, this guy's cool. I want to talk to him, find out how he became a motivational speaker. And he ended up answering me, watching my videos, gave me some feedback. 27 minutes he spent with me when the other motivational speakers didn't have a time for day for me. And that was quite amazing how I was down there with Elliot, and I said, let me go message him and hang out with this guy. I hit him up on LinkedIn, and we ended up, me and Topher had lunch, and he recommended this book highly. So, and actually it's quite serendipitous how I went down to Tampa, how that all worked out, how I knew him before, and there he was. I knew he was down there. So that was cool. Well, what's serendipity? And it's the gift of finding valuable or agreeable things not sought for. Okay? Yet you're finding meaning in these seemingly accidental goals. So another way to define it is making discoveries by accident. This things not in quest of. The faculty of making happy and unexpected discoveries by accident. So it's a powerful thing that just infuses and blasts you with faith. Just I plug something in you and you're charged up with this faithful trust in life. At least this is what it did for me. And I hope it could do it for you, because I'm talking to you directly right now. If you're in a challenging part, you're going for a goal and it seems a little discouraging and it's hard and you have trouble along that path and you're not sure if you can get it, well, then wait a minute, you may be on your way to something serendipitous. That's exciting. That's empowering, because whoa, that means something great can come from it. Here's what it has looked like in my life. And I'm not going to go into the stories. I'm just going to give you guys the ideas in the book, because this is the Doug Book Club. Sometimes I'll give some stories, but I have many in my life. They talk about the princes of Serendip in this book. Princes of Serendip were the princes of the king, and they had quite a magical journey. But in my life, I got this goal. I have these goals I go for. I write them down. I really focus on them. And I get them. It's great sometimes. And I'm victorious. Like I win the 5K. I get the 4.0. But sometimes I didn't win the 5K. And I lost. I came in third. But I did a raffle. And I did the 5K so I could win the money, right? And I ended up getting gift cards far more greater than the prize. So it was crazy. And that's just an example. There's many more. And it looks like this. I have a goal. I'm going towards it. But I fail. I miss the goal. But because of that, I become the person that can now go for the goal even higher. And as I go for that, I get that. But it's not the goal I initially set for. Or it looks like this. There's a goal I have out here. And I'm going for that goal. It's clear. It's a smart goal. I measured it out. I maybe made a plan. People who can help me get it. But on that path, only because I'm on that path, I found another goal over there that's even greater. So I'm going for that goal now. But I would have never went for that goal if I didn't go after that goal. And another way it looks like is this. I'm going for a goal, and I'm going for that goal, and I miss it. But because I went for that goal, that path ended up me leading to another path that's even greater. So I achieve another goal along that path that's just as good, if not better than that goal. So after graduating college, I had some job opportunities that I get paid for, or I go to the strength camp. And the other ones look good, but the strength camp can't beat that. So I'm taking that. And because I took that, another opportunity came up. And another one. And now I'm going to California and LA. So it's exciting. Now let me get back on the book, but it's that I hope that paints a picture and you get that. Because it's so empowering. So empowering. The gift of finding valuable or agreeable things not sought for. And here's the key to do that. There's 3 qualifications. You got to have great expectations. I've always had, a positive outlook and great expectations. And what you get, you expect oftentimes. Great sublimitation. So alchemize. So turn a negative into a positive. Switch it up. Flip the script on them. Great observation. Be aware. Good luck is just opportunity plus preparedness. But knowing where those opportunities are and being prepared for them. So, and again, I did not reach the initial goal, but there will be a goal on the wayside, just as good, if not better, waiting for me. So this faith, this trust, that's insurmountable. But here's the other thing I haven't really mentioned, and that is, like many of the finest things of life, like happiness and tranquility and fame, the gain that is most precious is not the thing sought for, but one that comes of itself in search of something else. It's not what you get, it's what you become, Jim Rohn says. So because I go for the goal, I now become something from it. This is the true value of what I talked about when I gave the 3 examples of a goal out here and I go towards it, but I'm becoming that whole process. I'm becoming more. So the key is, and one of the purposes of this book, I say the big thing I got out of it is to always live with purpose. Be purposeful. Make that be a mantra for you. Be purposeful. Know your why, because in that you will gain a lot of growth. Okay? You're going to become from having the goal. Have some goal, and great things will come from it. Live a life with purpose, and you will level up from it. Possibilities, chance. Here's something great by Immanuel Kant. This is the best quote I got from the book. Accept all of your duties as divine commands. That's a purposeful living. Accept all your duties as divine commands. Be insightful. Be philosophical. Learn along the way. This is what the Princes of Serendip did. God exists because man needs his existence. That was his serendipity experience of Immanuel Kant. So you're living with meaning. Have meaning. Find meaning in everything. And here's an example. Trust your guidance. I think it was the author following his graduation. I talked about my graduation. And he graduated from a school in the Midwest. There's jobs in New York and Los Angeles, and they were risky. But the one in New York was more rational. It's the better approach. Like I said, I could have got the job, at a gym and got paid. But then the one in California seemed better, but he really wanted to do that, but he didn't know, so he flipped a coin, and tails was New York, and it was New York. So he said best out of 3, and he tossed it up again, and it was New York again. But he just had this urge to go to California, and he went to the West Coast, and ended up being the right decision. And Elliot Hall says successful people make their decision right. So there's also, you have to make your decisions right as well. But it's funny because I found this in here to be serendipitous because I'm going to California too, which is so cool. That's a coincidence, a meaningful coincidence, which is synchronicity. But let's focus back on serendipity, that awesome thing that this book is about. It also mentions, if it is wholesome, clear, and in the rhythm of your life, obey it. If it has a heavy touch, question it. If it has a light touch, follow it. Serendipitous test of guidance. It always motivates you. You don't motivate it, okay? So it inspires you. It always fills you with a sense of rightness, duty, and it always leaves you with a spirit better than before. So be insightful, trust your guidance. Talks about the cycles of life. I'm going overboard. Over 10 minutes, I don't care, because this book is magnificent. Serendipity. Nothing is without meaning. An unexpected discovery of something worthwhile during a search for an unexpected something worthwhile. In the world of serendipity, chance is no longer chance. It may be a signature of God or good, and every experience is a guidance for a great adventure. So there is the Murphy's Law, which is anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? San Andreas Wall. But there's also Bach's Law. If anything can go right, it must. And I choose to live by that. But it's a cycle, truly, where you have to become sensitive and have your finger on the pulse, like Elliot Hulse does, and he becomes aligned with that. And that's just a perfect example that follow the momentum. If it's winter, go into winter. If it's summer, go into summer. Don't try and force, or you'll neglect your winters. Therefore, the momentum of good, ride that all the way till the wheels fall off. Exciting stuff. Let's go into the next. Again, I'm not going to do many stories, but of the the Princes of Serendip. I got this on Amazon. Check it out. Do the credibility of the incredible. Do look, search, ask, and give, because you might benefit. Not will benefit, but there is a chance, and that's the adventure. So what you put on tape will come back to you as recorded. What you sow, you will reap. This is just the magic. This is just the laws of life. And it does not say that you will see something, but you might. And that is the marvel of life's adventure. What a big idea here. So that's excitement. Embrace the uncertainty. Miracles are where you find them. Princes of Serendip found miracles all the time. I like to say something wonderful will happen today. Something wonderful will happen today. And my reticular activation system finds something magnificent. The greatest miracle of all is the simple fact of being, and being as best you can, your truest self. Last couple things here. What is your GSF? Your stone face. He calls it your great stone face. The thing you set your mind on is the thing you ultimately become. So your environment, you become like your environment, is the message of that. And if you want to be a businessman, associate with successful business people. If you want to be an artist, be around successful artists. And if you are an ambitious musician, get to know accomplished people in music. Get around those people. So I want to be a coach, inspirational speaker, write books, YouTuber with products, and serve tremendously. Then I'm getting around Elliot Hulse, Ty Lopez, Owen Cook, because these people are doing what I want to do. And if I can rub off on them, if they can rub off on me, that would be ideal. And other greats along. That's why I have all these mentors. So here's the conclusion here. One should give serious thought to the thing he chooses as his object of worship, and to the person he selects as his GSF, his great stone face. Be careful in selecting your guru. And I don't even call it a guru personally. Gurus are basically showing you, you are you. Meaning, you are the person. I don't focus on the teacher as much anymore as the message. We choose our friends as we do our food. Carefully. Princes of Serendip say. Never on Broadway. This is one of the things I'm going to hit you with. And that is he wanted to come on Broadway, but he said it's go on Broadway. If you set it on something past Broadway, you'll get it. Meaning set a goal above what you initially wanted. So in order to reach a certain height, you must overreach it. You want to do the vertical jump, overreach it. Jump over. So overshoot your goal. I want to write a book. Let me write 5 books, and I'll write that one book. And he has some pretty cool examples in here. Because you want to be flexible. You can't be too urgent or desperate in your goal. A fixation in it, the Princes of Serendip say. Ancient truth that what we want to do desperately eludes us constantly. So here's some things that go with it. If you blow too hard into the fire, the smoke gets in your eyes. If you hold a bird too tightly, you kill its song. Every overly ambitious man is a captive of his ambitions. See? If you cannot have what you want what you have, and you'll soon have what you want. Key things there. Better to bend to your fortune than to break under it. Patience can coax a hot spark from a cold stone. Pray that you never get all you pray for. The goals you find on the way to the goal you want may be more precious than the goal you seek. And that is serendipity. Okay? I think I'm going to leave you with that. Again, phenomenal big ideas here. Serendipity. Oh, I do have one more thing. Why did what happened happen? And when you ask that question, find these answers. Why did what happened happen? Well, Princess of Serendip had 3 answers. It happened either for your growth or for your guidance. It happened because you drew what happened to yourself by your conscious or unconscious forces. So you drew it to yourself. And it happened not for your benefit, but for the benefit of something else or someone else. And that someone else, of course, may have been you. It's exciting stuff. Be a fate maker with serendipity and make your meaning. Have a goal, because in the goal, you'll become a lot, but also get some fulfillment out of it along that path. Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Peace. And I wish you much serendipity and synchronicity in your life.